breaking free from lies. I've noticed in life that when people that have harmed me notice that I am leaving them behind, they try their best to deceive me in a nice manner. Like these evil people, man, these evil people, I've had my share of getting to know evil people, and I've noticed that when I'm breaking free, when I'm becoming aware of their lies and their stupidity, like they start to act in a different manner. They try to how would you say it? Create a positive character, within them. When it's like, wait, you're lying. I have a list of reasons. I have a list of reasons on how I can tell that you're lying and are an evil person, you know? And it's, how would you say it? To me, it's very overwhelming to see, how would you say it? So it's very, how would you say it? Taking, like, it's very, how would you say it? Extraordinary to see somebody, try to develop a character, try to deviate from the way they were acting, you know, and try to change in such a small amount of time, to try to manipulate for the last time because they know that I'm aware, like to try to deceive, their last attempt to deceive. It's very interesting and very pathetic to see it, you know and that's what I wanted to talk about. That once I'm able to break free from these lies, once I have this, how would you say experience, you know it's very, how would you say it, I guess, comforting to 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 know that there's just a group of people, or a certain type of people, a certain type of individuals that no longer are able to do me harm. Maybe a more sophisticated type of person can try, but as far as these ignorant type of individuals that are very similar, you know, I feel that they're no longer able to, and I feel good about it, because they have this, how would you say it, this character that no matter how they act, no matter how no matter how they act, the lies, their lifestyle, you know, are, how would you say it, are very, how would you say it, stupid, you know? Like I could acknowledge the lies, I could acknowledge the lies, and it's like if I were to try to tell them, you know what, I know you're an evil person because of this, because of this, because of this, and because of this, and because of this. They would argue the fact. They would act ignorant. They would act ignorant, you know, toward what I'm saying. When it's like, okay, well, whatever. What do you want me to say? If you don't want to admit it, what do you want me to say? I know you're evil. I know you're evil. You can act ignorant. You could act ignorant, you know, but I know you're evil because of the way you talk, because of the way you act, because of everything, you know. And I could make a list of reasons, you know. And so at the end of the day, I guess you could say, like I was saying, that I'm glad that these type of people are no longer able to do me harm, because I guess you could say they maintain this character, this ignorant character, and they try to do me harm. And like to me, this entire time, my entire life, I was never aware of it. You know, I didn't know people were like that. I didn't know that there was this other way of being, you know, and I have yet to meet individuals that are like me, or how would you say it, that are better than me, you know, that are better than me, because I always say to myself, you can better your best. And if I am the way I am now, I imagine myself in the next 10 years how I would be. You know, I try to imagine myself. You know, I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world. You know, I think that I'm not the only person that is uh is the way I am. So I just say to myself, there's gonna be different people that are gonna be out there that are gonna try to do me harm in a different way, and I need to prepare myself because I'm breaking free from a certain set of lies, but I believe that there's gonna be another set of lies that's gonna be waiting for me.